Well, I bought this 2016 ZO6 Corvette about 3 years ago, about March of 2016. And at that time it was noted on the Corvette forum that the sides of the rear fender area, kind of the bulge out or whatever you want to call it, this area right here was getting beat up pretty bad because of road debris hitting it. And at that time the stock car did not come with any rocker on it. I've added this ACS rocker and it does a pretty good job of helping out a lot. I also bought some ACS splash guards. At that time it was thought that if you had this splash guard and this rocker that your paint damage was mostly mitigated, and I've come to find out that that's not totally true. Just for reference, here's a stock GM splash guard, or it fits right in there. Basically fits even with the edge of the fender. If you take a string and you run it from the front tire on back to this area of the car and then look down there, you can see that there's an area that debris can still fly up and get you. It's mostly going to get you right in this area up here. I put some black tape, a lot of us do that, over the brake duct, and that's held up well. But this area right here is getting damaged, and it's not really bad yet, but if I get my iPhone right up there, you can kind of see the damage that's going on. I bought some Cleartastic kits. Basically it's a kit that protects from about there, up there, there, and another kit that protects up to about in here, and it goes back to there. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a try and just see how well I do with it. The kits also come with a piece that protects the door down in there a little bit as well. I've already got a piece on there from another time, so I'm not going to be doing that. And here's the Cleartastic kits that I bought. It's really hard to see. It's on backer paper, but here's one of the side lower fender pieces. These parts here go on the brake duct. These parts here go on the left and right door. Over here are the upper fender flare parts. You can see that one there's got a cutout for the fuel door, and then the one for the passenger side. So I'm going to give these a try. If you do a good job of putting the black electrical tape over these brake ducts, you almost can't tell it's on there. And it's still on there. If you can see right there's the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the camera down here. I'm going to peel all this electrical tape off and then take some alcohol and clean the adhesive residue off of that. And then I'm going to wash this area of the car and get it all cleaned up and ready to put that Cleartastic on. So these are the kits that I've got. I've got Cleartastic Rocker Lower Paint Protection Kit 96 and 97. And it's basically the areas that I showed you on the car. It's that area there and that area there. Yeah, the directions are pretty good. Read them, go over them good before you start your work. One thing you're going to have to do is get a little bit of distilled water, a little bit of Johnson's baby shampoo, and I took and filled a Windex bottle about half full, so about 16 ounces of water. It's 1 drop per every 8 ounces, so I put about 2 drops of soap in there, and that's going to be the solution that you use to position this. So the next thing to do is for me to wash my hands up very clean. I've already got the car cleaned up over there, and then we'll be ready to go. So I'm going to start with this piece right here, and next time, or the next clip, by the time I get back to the car, I will have washed my hands and sprayed the outside face of the film, and then taken the film off of the backing and then flipped it over and sprayed the inside of the film. And then I'm going to go over and spray the car. And then I'm going to position the film and try to keep it about a 1/16 of an inch back from that curved edge and from that curved edge, and from this panel edge down here too. I'm not going to go right all the way to the edge, because then you've got to try to fold the film down, and it doesn't like to do that. So Cleartastic just recommends staying back from those edges about a 1/16 of an inch or so. So that's what we'll see next. And I'm going to put this piece on up here, so liberally spray that area there. You can't put too much of this soap solution on. I'll go get the piece now. You want to make sure your fingers never touch the dry adhesive side of that film. So just get it up there and start moving it around. And remember, we're trying to keep the edge of the film back about 1/16 of an inch. You split the difference between the film there and the credit card actually can work pretty good for this. So that's it. So I've done the best that an amateur, or at least this amateur, could do with putting this paint protection film on. Inside the shop, it doesn't really jump out at you too much. If you get right down here, you can see that that's the edge of the film. When you get back away from it, you have a hard time picking it out. I think that they could have done a little bit better job with their fit around this fuel door. The fit just varies. There's no way I could stretch it that much or make it fit any better by doing things with it. So this piece of paint isn't protected. This piece is. Down here the whole piece is protected. The little part that wrapped over this brake duct leading edge basically covers there back to the brake point. It's kind of hard to get that one to bend around there and fit really well. Down on the bottom, you can kind of see the edge right there. Looks to me like I could probably work that down a little bit more right there. Yeah, you can kind of see it seal up a little bit better. And then this piece here ends right there. So it's an amateur job, and I may take it to a pro someday and have them do something with it. I also think that I'm probably going to look into bigger splash guards for the front tires to protect this area back here. It just takes a beating. Okay, so just a quick walk around here at the end of the project here. Winter time here in Iowa, it's a good time to do this. So put some film down here. And it starts right there. comes up. The edge of it's right there, none on the fuel door. Right there's that edge. A little piece of film that covers this brake duct. That was kind of a interesting one to put on there. Took a little time. I'll check this again tomorrow. I'll probably go over it with a heat gun or anything if I need to lay it down a little bit or it didn't seal. But for right now, it looks pretty good. Did the same thing on the other side too. And it's probably not perfect. It's not a pro job, but I'm happy with it.